I'm Dick Brennan.
And I'm Jessica Moore. Dana Tyler is off tonight. Those stories in just a moment, but we begin with breaking news. The U.S. is taking action against Russia after the election hacking scandal.
Dozens of Russian diplomats have been ordered out of the United States, and that's not all. CBS 2's Lou Young is live in Riverdale with more. Lou.
Yeah, the presidential order comes along with a joint Homeland Security FBI report that lays blame for the election year hacking firmly at the feet of Russian intelligence units. The president is seeking to rattle the cage of every Russian operative on U.S. soil. The Russians are here and on notice. The towering complex at Riverdale houses hundreds of diplomatic workers and their families. Russian children played basketball while a security officer squawked a terse reply to my inquiry. No comment. The news that 35 Russians are being booted out of the country on 72 hours notice came as President Obama flushed out the details of his retaliation for Russian intelligence hacking.
The president wanted today is to make sure that Russia knew that we weren't going to accept their interfering in our elections.
As part of the move, Russians will also be barred from 2 of their U.S. properties on noon Friday, a diplomatic compound hidden behind fences and trees in Glen Cove, Long Island, and another in Maryland close to D.C. Putin, through a spokesman, says he's considering retaliating against the retaliation, but U.S. lawmakers indicate they don't much care what he thinks.
We believe, the 3 of us and most of our colleagues in the United States Senate, that Vladimir Putin and Russian behavior is unacceptable.
Senator Chuck Schumer praised the president, strongly support the Obama administration's work to fight back against Russia's interference in our election. We need to punch back and punch back hard. A tweet from the Russian embassy in London called the move, though, Cold War deja vu, as everybody, including the American people, will be glad to see the end of this hapless administration. Last night, the president-elect said he's less upset than his predecessor about all this.
I think we ought to get on with our lives. I think that computers have complicated lives very greatly.
The next president wants to lift sanctions against senior Russian intelligence units to make it easier for them to interfere with our elections. Then he can go ahead and do so.
President Trump could undo what President Obama did today, but that will put him at odds with the U.S. defense, security, and intelligence apparatus. Russians are hacking is certainly something he cannot now ignore. We're live in Riverdale, the Bronx. Lou Young, CBS 2 News.
All right, Lou, thanks very much.